Welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share and drop your comments. Thank you.
In this tutorial, we'll learn how to make a ruffled yoke. The pattern drafting of the upper part of this particular dress. That is what we'll learn how to make. Stay with me to the end of the video. The first thing we'll need is our pattern, the front and the back pattern. So let's do with the front pattern first. I will measure 3 inches as the neck width. If you want it open more than that, you can go further to like 3.5 or 4, but 3 inches is fine. Then the neck depth will be 9 for this instance. If you don't want it as deep as that, you can reduce it to maybe 7 or 8, but for this tutorial we'll be using 3 by 9 inches, and I will draw a V-shaped line like that. Then after drawing the V shape, then I will cut off the yoke. For this tutorial I'm marking 6 inches, and I will draw a line. I will tint the line towards the armhole area. That will serve as my yoke, and I'll cut it out. I'll cut out this part also because we don't need it again. Cut that part out. So that's the lower part of the front, and also this part of the yoke we don't need. That is the neckline area. So that is the yoke. So the next thing is to pick my sleeve, and I will attach it to the yoke. The pattern of the sleeve, I will attach it to the yoke. I'll tape it just like this. So this is the yoke pattern for the front. Then let's work with the back. This is the back with the zipper allowance. Just as I did to the front, I will mark my 3 inches, and the depth, it depends on how deep you want it to be. Here I'm marking 6 inches as my depth. So I will join the 3 inches to the 6 inches just like this, and I will mark out from there. I will mark out my yoke like this, and I'll cut it out. So the back and the front is like a mirror image of each other. That means they're almost the same. It's not compulsory your back is V or your front or the front neckline is V. You can make it round or whatever you want, but I'm just sticking to this V in front, V neck in front, V neckline at the back. That is the zipper allowance. You fold it when you're sewing, you attach your zipper allowance so it will terminate at the point where the yoke is starting, and you will attach your yoke to it. So just as I did to the front, also I'll connect my sleeve to the back. I'll tape it together just like this. The next thing I'll do is to cover the open part. I'll use another paper to cover it, so that when I cut the pattern it will be easy for me. So I'll just cover it like that so that there won't be any part that is open on the pattern. So I'll do that to the front pattern and the back pattern. And also I must say that the back pattern and the front pattern are almost a mirror image of each other, and meaning I can decide to use only one of the pattern. That is, I can decide to continue working with the front or the back pattern, because by the time I finish, it will be the front pattern will be a reflection of the back. I'll be working with the front pattern. So what I'll do is to mark 3 inches interval. I'll start from the center front. I'll mark 3 inches, go to the next 3 inches, another 3 inches until I get to the end of my pattern. After marking a 3 inches interval, I will draw a straight line using the 3 inches I marked as a guide. So I'll draw the lines like this and I'll cut it open. Before I cut, I need to number the panels. 1 2 3 4 5. I have 5 panels here, and I'll cut it open. After cutting the pattern, I will have 5 panels. The next thing is to place each of this panel on a different pattern paper, and I'll spread it. I'll place the first panel on the pattern paper and stick it on it. Then I mark 2 inches away from it, added my glue to panel number 2. I'll add my glue to panel number 2 and I will stick. I'll make sure it meets at the upper part. The first and the second panel meet at the upper part, but at the lower part it has a 2 inches interval. The same thing for panel 3. It should be at the lower part is 2 inches away from panel 2, but at the upper part it is together. It is together. If you want it bigger, or if you want the pleats or the gather to be more, then you can increase from 2 inches interval to maybe 3, or if you don't want it that much, you can reduce it to 1 inches. To 1 inch, sorry. So I will add panel number 4, and I will also stick panel number 5. After sticking panel number 5, I will cut out my pattern, and this pattern is what I will use to cut out my yoke. The yoke is connected to the sleeve now, and this extension or this spread is the pleated part of the sleeve. So when you cut it out, and if you are using this pattern to cut out your fabric, you are cutting out 4 pieces. That is 2 pieces for the front and 2 pieces for the back. As I said earlier, that the front is a mirror image of the back. The front is a mirror image of the back. So you cut it out on the fabric, you cut out the main parts of your dress, and you attach this to it. So this is the yoke. This is the yoke. And to get the best of this dress, you use a bodycon material. That is a material that is stretchy, a solid material that is stretchy, to get the perfect style. So this is what you have. This is the front. This is the front, and also you use exactly this pattern to cut the back. I hope you have learned something new in this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. See you in my next video. Bye.